Hi, welcome to my channel. Thanks for joining in. So today I want to show you how I made this rose corsage using dollar bills. And someone came to me and asked me to make this for a gift so they would give to their mother for her 75th birthday. Now I will say this was the first time I ever attempted a project using money and doing a craft like this. And it is the perfectly unique way to give a gift of money to someone you love, especially for birthdays, for maybe for Valentine's Day that's coming up real soon, or even for anniversary. So if you want to know how I did this, why don't you come on in and I'm going to show you how I made this rose corsage using dollar bills. So you would need $5 bills, double-sided tape, this came from Amazon, a skewer, and these are quilting tools I'm using, but you can also just use the skewer if you get the smaller ones. And here I'm pre-cutting the double-sided tape to be easier to use as you make the petals with the dollar bills. So for this particular corsage, I am using a total of 8 bills. The least you can use is 5 to make the rose. So this person wanted to give their mother $750, so I'm using 5 $100 bills and one $50 bill to make the rose. The other 2 $100 bills will be used to actually create the corsage. Here is where you want to make sure that you make all 4 folds and make it over the center crease or that center fold that you made when you fold the bill in half. So this is what I'm doing here. I'm showing you how I went just a hair over the center crease or that center fold here. Now for this particular fold, I would just say pay attention and watch how I am folding it, how I'm flipping the bill, and how I am folding them on both sides. So now with bill number 1, you will see that because you did an overlap over that center crease, the sides should overlap and the bottom tips should be overlapping as well. Bill number one is the inside of the rose. It is that petal that is barely opened. So you're going to roll each end of the bill inward to create the closed petal that's inside the rose. This is where bill number two is different than one. You want to make all four of your folds up at the centerfold line. So you'll see here, that is what I'm doing. I'm bending it and I'm stopping at the centerfold line. This is how you can check to see, to make sure that your fold ended at the centerfold line, and on both sides this is how you want to check and make sure that it ends there. So here I sped up the video because the folds are the same as bill one on all the rest of the bills. The only difference is the tips and the sides are going to be further apart because you're moving outward each bill you make. The last bill, we overlapped it. This one, they're touching, and the next one, it's going to be a little further apart. And as you can see here, the bottom tips are touching each other, as well as the sides should be touching each other. For bill number two, make sure that you are curling your corners on this bill outward. Now with this bill, you want to make sure that you make your fold 1 millimeter away from the center crease or the center fold on both sides. And this should leave a real tiny gap in between your folds, a millimeter gap. So here on this bill, the bottom end points should be 1 millimeter apart, and it should have like a 1 millimeter gap on the bottom and on the sides. And don't forget to add the double-sided tape to the bottom on each end to secure it, and then do your curls. But your curls are going to be outward, and it will be outward on the rest of the bills for this corsage. So here with this bill, you're repeating the same process, but only you are moving out an added millimeter. So now we are moving out 2 millimeters instead of 1 like the last bill. Here I am checking and testing to make sure that the 3 millimeter petal is accurate against the 2 millimeter petal that I made. So this is how you can check and see if it's accurate. So here with the last bill, it may look like I'm doing added steps than before, but I really wasn't. I was just refolding it to make sure that the end tips on the bottom would be 4 millimeters apart. So here I'm just showing you the difference between the 3 millimeter and the 4 millimeter. The 3 millimeter has the petal has curled. I've curled the petal on there, and the 4 I haven't, and I'm doing that right now. Now these are all 6 petals, and you should have 6, each one millimeter larger than the other. And when you are at this point, you should have put double-sided tape under each end point on the bottom to secure it. After you've done all that, you still have to add tape on the bottom of each petal, and so you can secure each petal inside of the next. Now here I put all of mine on at one time, and a tip would be to do one at a time, and I didn't do that, so it would be easier if I had done that. So I put the first petal inside the second one, and then you're going to have to push it down flat to get the tape to stick, and I didn't realize that, so that was the mistake I made. So it was kind of hard for me to press it because I had tape under there. So I would just suggest that you add the tape after you secure each petal to the next. Also, I just wanted to stress that the double-sided tape that I am using here is the tape that is reusable, and she will be able to take apart the bills without ripping or damaging them. And I got this tape from Amazon. I will put the description link in the box. Now that all the petals are secure and attached, here I'm just using my tweezers to kind of get that inner petal to be a little more tighter in the center, and I'm just touching up some of the petals to make it look more real or more natural. So now I've finished the final touch on the petals, and you will see I'm going to use the final 2 bills along with fake baby breaths as well as balloon curling ribbons to make it look more like a corsage. Here I'm using a button because that's what the person wanted me to attach the corsage to, and that's how she's going to pin it on her. So you can use something similar to it or anything like that. And then I just took the double-sided tape and just taped it on top of the bill here. So here is the final look of this rose corsage that I made from using dollar bills. It was very relaxing to do. It was my first time attempting to do this craft, and I really enjoyed it. Well, I hope this video was helpful in giving you a different and a unique way on how to give out money for a gift. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel by personalizing the bell so you can receive notifications on my future videos. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.